Peace family, manhood mentor, 6 foot giant reporting for duty, Jabbar Lance Brown. That is my name. Welcome, welcome. Super excited to have you guys here tuned in today for another live program. The title of today's program is considered the Manhood Mandate. Now, sometimes when we decide to grab a plan and move forward in our lives, we often take action without planning and preparing yourself properly so that you can have the right level of success and progress that you expect, right? And I've been guilty of this a number of times. And because that, I've been able to now identify certain components that it takes to complete a successful plan, which ultimately will be a determinant factor into you being successful in life and having the type of a life that you can be proud about and leave a legacy in the process, right? So a little bit about myself. Grew up in Washington, D.C., born in the 80s, raised in the 90s. Wasn't always on the straight and narrow path. I jumped out there at about mid-teens, started breaking the law, right? Running with the guys in the neighborhood, committing crimes. Eventually, it caught up to me at about 18 or 19 years old. Got in trouble with the law for the first time. For my first felony at about 18, 19. For my second one at about 26 years old. And it was during those periods of time, and I had additional challenges throughout my life that I realized I needed to do something different, right? And doing something different meant changing my routine, changing my mentality, changing my mindset, changing my habits, changing my environment, changing the information that I've allowed myself to consume and absorb. And when I begun to change in those areas and in those ways, it started to pay dividends for me, right? And I started to identify certain pain points that I had, certain internal challenges, mentally, emotionally, psychologically that I was dealing with. And over the years, I've been able to just overcome many of those things. And now, just like all of us in struggle with life, now I got new problems. And some of the problems I have now are not the old problems that I had before. So, I just want to help somebody. I want to be able to derive this mandate around what I've learned over the years, share with you guys, and hopefully it can help you guys overcome the level up in the ways it has helped me, right? So, without further ado, this is what we're going to do, right? We're going to get into the manhood mandate. And this is a carrying call to all men. If you're ready to level up, if you're ready to step it up, if you're ready to grow up, if you're ready to get big, pay attention to this lesson, you're going to really be blessed by it, right? So, look, let's jump into it now. Let's be clear on some things, right? Man is the dominant factor down here on earth, right? The Almighty is the dominant factor in heaven, but He's created man to be His manager, right? He said that, right? Let us create man in our own image, let them rule, give them all power and dominion down here on earth, right? So He created man to be His manager. Let's get that clear, right? Now, I don't know about you guys, but you're hearing that. It got me excited. Okay? So, first thing first, right? Man is man. Okay? Right? You and me, right? We the manager down here on earth. Now, if you see anything out of order, if you see anything unaligned or ill-aligned, it's because of mismanagement by some man somewhere. Look, I want to shout out to all the mothers out there, all the women out there. We love you. We respect you guys. We really do appreciate the sacrifice and the unconditional love that we as men get from our women, right? I want to say also to the men, we got our women working too hard. It's time for the men to get back to working hard and going above and beyond and putting that S on your chest or the B with the capital on it, hello, and standing up for what you believe in and standing up for what's right. Right? Man is the manager down here. So in order for you to be an effective manager, you must first understand your position in management, right? So now, manhood mandate. Okay. Now, when you hear that word mandate, this is the definition for it. The mandate is an authoritative command or instruction. Hello. A mandate is an authoritative command or instruction. So now, if you have gotten a mandate from someone, obviously the person who has given you the mandate has the authority to do so. Right? Our mandate from the Almighty is to, as men, be managers, to be in control of everything that's down here. So if anything is out of control, it's because you're not in control. Get in control of what you got control of, which is your life. Okay, every man has control of his own life, and if you don't, it's because you let control go. You let somebody wrestle control away from you over your life. You need to take it back. So man is the manager. That's the first thing. Second thing, right, on our list. So now we got the ground rules. So the second thing on the list of the manhood mandate is you got to get your faith in order. Okay? Now, why is this important? Okay? Let's say faith right there. Sometimes I write fact. Hold on. All right? I'm gonna make sure y'all get it. Faith. So the second thing on the manhood mandate, once you understand that man is the manager, that's you and I. So now we have to be in control of the things that we got control of. The second thing we need to focus on is our faith, right? See, what faith is a confident or unquestioning belief in the true value or trustworthiness of a person, idea, or thing, right? And in Hebrews 11:6 it says, but without faith it is impossible to please him. For he who comes to God must believe himself that he is a rewarder of those who diligently seek him. So in order for you to get your faith right, you must first believe that it is a higher power already giving you a mandate of command and authority and organization down here on earth. Hello, I got to say that again, family. In order for you to now have your faith in order, you must first believe that it is a God in heaven who has given you the power as man to be his manager over everything down here on earth. So the mandate that we're talking about today is nothing more than a reinforcement of that command or that authoritative instruction to rule, to have dominion here on earth, to manage all that I've given you. If you don't have anything to manage, it's because you have yet to accept the mandate. Right? When you were created and when you were allowed to be birthed and survive, however long it took you to survive up until now, however many years, that in itself was a testament to the mandate that's already over your life. You're still alive for a reason. You're still alive because you're a man who's in a management position and you still have things to manage. If God didn't want you to manage anything else, you would be dead. That's just how it is. We know some people who already have expired thus far, who've already checked out by now, right? But you and I, who are still in the presence of the living, we are still in the presence of the living for the reason of managing. It's still things for us to do. Man is the manager. Get your faith in order, fam. Okay, Hebrews 11, and I want y'all to jot down all of these biblical principles that we're talking about today, because this is going to give you a foundation for you to stand upon and now set structure and boundary and guideline for your life, right? Boundary creates order. Boundaries are not a bad thing. Boundaries are a good thing. Boundaries are going to help you order and organize your thoughts, your processes, and your life, right? The second thing on the list of the manhood mandate, right? Applying faith-driven principles to a daily life is your fitness. Okay? Our list. We're talking about fitness, family. Right? The definition of fitness is as such, right? It says good health, especially good physical condition resulting from exercise and proper nutrition. Why is this important? Because we know that the design and the trick of the enemy is to steal, kill, and destroy. How does he do it? Hello, how does he do it? He steals your will, he steals your hope, he steals your optimism, he steals your enthusiasm, he steals your energy, right? He steals your focus, he steals your faith. Right? If you don't feel like doing anything, you don't do it. If you're tired and you're lethargic, you definitely don't feel like doing nothing. It's harder for you to think. It's harder for you to think and formulate a plan of action that's going to make progress along the constructions of you having things to manage. This is how it works, man. If you don't take good physical condition into consideration and prioritize your health, you won't have the strength necessary for you to be the most effective manager that we all are required to. Right? 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verses 26 through 27 says, so I do not run aimlessly. I do not box as one beat in the air, but I discipline my body and keep it under control. Lest after preaching to others, I myself can be disqualified. Let me read that again for you. So I do not run aimlessly, I do not box as one beat in the air, but I discipline my body and keep it under control. Lest after preaching to others, I myself could be disqualified. Be disqualified for what, Jabbar? Right? Be disqualified for what? Be disqualified for being shown approved and commended for being a faithful servant, for being a great manager. Hello, right? Because we all got to give an account for the time, talents, and resources that we have available to us, that we have in our possession. Those things that we accumulated or those things that we squandered, we all want to have to give an account for that. And this is what I want to emphasize as well, man. physical fitness is critical to you being as successful as possible because we only have one body. We all are spirit, right? You and I are spirit. The only reason that we're able to travel down here on earth is because we contain in one body. When the spirit is separated from the body, you know what happened after that, don't you? You die. That's just how it is, right? This is the spirit talking to you. You see the body, right? This is the spirit of Jabbar. You just happen to see Jabbar's body because we down here on earth. But when we go to heaven, we gonna all be in the spiritual form. That's just how it is. Right? So while you're down here on earth, in order for you to be one of the most effective managers that you can be and be all that you can be, you don't be all you can be and join the army. No, you be all you can be and you get tapped into the Manhood Mandate. Because these are the things that you now can use and apply to make your life the most that it can be and to become more effective in your walk and your responsibility as a man. Moving on to the third thing, family, waiting on time. Right? I know you're saying with your Bob, you going to number 4, but you're talking about the third thing, where because the first thing is basically a statement. So let me take the number off this video. Right? The first thing is basically a statement. Boom. Man is the man. Okay? That's how we want to make it. We want to make it clear. Alright, man is the manager. And you're talking about the list of practices for the man to man. See how we do that? Alright, you still gotta fix up what you mess up, man. Second thing, alright, faith fitness. Third thing, revise what I said, man. So the third thing on our list is finance. Okay? Y'all know I had to go there. Y'all know I had to go there. Man is the manager. Man is the manager of what? First, man is the manager of his faith. Hello. Second thing, man is the manager of his fitness. Hello. Third thing, man is the manager of his finance. Hello. See, it's time for you to be all you can be. Yeah, don't run to the army to be all you can be. Be all you can be and get on this Manhood Mandate. See, this is things that you can do right here where you stand at. You don't have to go outside of yourself to exercise this mandate. The mandate is coming from up above. I'm just the one who's sharing it with you. Hello. Look, finance. The definition for finance, family. What does it say? It says the management. The management now. Management. What are we talking about? Man is the manager. Man is the manager. Finance is the management. Woo. We're going somewhere, family. I'm getting excited, family. We're going somewhere. Finance is the management of money, banking, investments, and credit. Let me say that again. Finance is the management of money, banking, investments, and credit. Right? Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 18 says, but remember, the Lord your God, it is he who gives you the ability to produce wealth, and so it confirms his covenant which he swore to your ancestors as it is today. Let me repeat that again for you, family. Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 18 says, but remember the Lord your God, for it is he who gives you the ability to produce wealth, and so confirms his covenant which he swore to your ancestors as it is today. If he gives you the ability to produce wealth, that means he's already given you fitness and he's already given you good health, so that you can now translate that energy and that currency into finance. See, this is why it's important for you to keep your fitness in order, right? This is critically important for you to keep your fitness in order so that you have the energy, the currency, right? The energetic currencies to now convert that over into the management of banking, investments, money, and credit. Because now you have to build. Hello, brown building. See, now you have to build. See, no man can manage that which he's not willing to build, right? God gave us all the tools and resources to build with. What is your empire? What is your offer, right? What is your sacrifice that you're going to commit to the kingdom of heaven? See, we was really supposed to bring heaven down here on earth. We're supposed to spend our life working to bring a piece of heaven down here to earth, with man being the conduit between heaven and earth. This is really what we're supposed to do. But we get away from that because we get distracted from our natural position, which is the man. Hello. And when you look at those who have become the most successful that we know down here on earth, it's because they have become extremely great managers. managers or what? Nobody start off with everything that they want. Hello, nobody start off with everything. Even if you got a family who has accumulated wealth and then they transfer wealth intergenerationally down to other members of the family, those additional members of the family still have to take a piece of what's given to them, manage that piece, and multiply it into something different. You and I have the same responsibility. We going somewhere, family. We going somewhere. See, we're not worrying about what we don't have. We worrying about what we do have. And everybody, you start off with your physicality as a man. No man should want to be weak. No man should want to be subservient and in a position to be taken advantage of. Take care of your physical fitness. Take care of your physical fitness and then allow your management of your physical fitness to now be converted over into your finances. And then when you manage those finances at the level that you're supposed to, now we have to do what? We got to move on to the next part of the Manhood Mandate. Hello, right? Number 4 on our list on the Manhood Mandate, man, is what? Focus. That's what my mother used to always tell me. Jabbar, you got to get focused. Jabbar, you got to get focused. Everybody under the sound of my voice, you and I have to get focused. All right, we got to get focused on the first 3 things first. First, we got to get focused on our faith. Then we got to get focused on our fitness. Why? Because you need fitness to now create finance. Hello. Right. You don't get focused first because you don't know what to focus on. You got to get your faith right because that's where you're going to get your divine download with your instructions are. See, my life and your life, your life and my life, it's not going to be the same. Right? We all don't do the same thing. We all are different tools in the hand of the Creator. You need to know what type of tool you are. Hello. Oh yeah. See, you need to know from the Almighty what your mission is and what your responsibilities are, what your territory is down here on earth that you're supposed to manage. You're a man, right? Manhood Mandate. Look, shout out to all the women out there. We love y'all. We get a lot of support from the women and the children. Look, we know y'all tuning in too. Ladies, don't feel no kind of way when I'm talking to the men. That's my mission. High five. That's my mission, ladies, right? Don't feel no kind of way when I'm talking to the men. And of course, if I say anything that is applicable to your life as well, you're more than welcome to use it. But don't feel no way the 6-foot giant is talking to the other men, right? To the other giants out there. Don't feel no way when King is talking to the other kings out there. Hello. See, that's why we do that. See, we do that as a measurement of positive reinforcement amongst the brotherhood. See, that's why we do that, family. Yeah. See, all we doing is trying to make sure that eye can sharpen an eye and man can continue to sharpen the countenance of his friend, of the brotherhood, right? Okay. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah. Man, that's why we got to put the focus up there. See, to focus on something is to concentrate attention or energy. Hello. Let me say that again. To focus on something is to concentrate attention or energy. First on, I got to be a manager. Okay, a manager of what, Jabbar? I need to tap in to the Almighty and get my instructions. Okay, once I tap into the Almighty and get my instructions, I'm going to need energy to carry out the instructions. Fitness. Hello, and I ain't saying it just because it's New Year. Y'all know that. I live at the gym. Hello, multiple memberships. Hello, don't play yourself. Pay yourself. Pay yourself some focus. Pay yourself some attention. Hello, pay yourself some energy and taking care of yourself so that you can be the best version that you're ordained to be, right? And you want to be able to now convert that energy from your physical fitness over into your finance. Why? Because you got to eat off the sweat of your brow. See, our women are working too hard, right? The children are being left to raise themselves because men feel inadequate because you don't have something to give. When a man don't have something to give, he feel inadequate. That's just how we are. Right, we indifferent about not having nothing to give, so what we do, we start trying to take stuff from other people. I'm just telling the truth, man. Tell the truth, shame the devil. We start trying to take stuff when we shouldn't be taking stuff. We should be making stuff. Hello, see, the creativity in your mind is supposed to allow you to make stuff. See, you're supposed to understand the importance of management, of managing what? All of the resources and material that's already here. You don't have to take nothing from nobody else if you understand your position in management. If you understand the importance of getting your instructions from the Most High, if you understand the importance of staying physically fit, strong, so that you can carry out the instructions and the duties when you get them, and then you can convert that energy into finance. And then you understand the importance of focus, because none of this can happen unless you get focused. unless you get focused, family. This is the manhood mandate. Don't be late. It's the manhood mandate. Don't be late. This is what we on all 2025 and beyond. Look, we got a brand new administration coming into power here in the United States. We ready to get paid. We ready to get established. We ready to get going and get growing. We ready to establish undeniable, unshakable momentum, indestructible momentum. And the only way to do that is to get this mandate and apply it thus far. Moving on to number 5 on the manhood mandate. Once you get your focus down, family, now you should have something working for yourself. Okay? Now you should have something working for yourself, right? Now you should have something working for yourself. And see, one of the other things with their focus piece, right? And I'm gonna just tie this into everything. See, one of them other things with their focus piece, right? When you're looking at the book of Matthew, chapter 14, verse 25, right? When it says, shortly before dawn, Jesus went out to them, he went out to the disciples, right? And he was walking on the lake, okay? And then it said, Peter replied, Peter said, Lord, is it you? If it is you, tell me to come to you on the water. When the Lord told Peter to step out the boat and walk to him on the water, Peter was actually walking on the water, right? But then when Peter saw the wind coming, Peter began to get afraid and he panicked. Now, this is written scripture, man. Peter began to get afraid and he panicked, and then he began to sink, and then he cried out to the Lord to save him. Basically, Peter was walking on the water the same way Christ was. He was walking on the water the same way. But when he broke his focus, you see, he was walking on the water, but he kept his eyes on the prize, which was the Creator, which was Christ. He kept his eyes on the goal, right? But when he broke his focus, he took his eyes off the goal, he started looking around at the wind, he started looking around at the people yelling, he started looking, and now this is just a little addition to the concept, right? That ain't the scripture part, but that's how we do. See, we get to looking around at the people who yelling, we looking around at the people who doing other things, we looking around at the people who having parties, we looking around at the people who shopping, we looking around at the people who doing all of these challenges online. We looking around at everybody else instead of staying focused on what our goal is and staying focused on those things that we supposed to be the manager of. Staying focused on the instructions we got from our faith. Staying focused on the fitness that we're going to need to carry out the instructions. And staying focused on our finances. And then we end up sinking in our own life. We ain't on that no more, family. We ain't on that no more, family. Right? We on manhood management. That's what we on. We on the manhood mandate so that we can apply these things on a daily basis and allow these things to now work for our benefit and for the greater good of what we down here to do. Number 5 on our list, family. Fortress, right? Once you get your focus down, now you gotta understand. Hello. Once you get your focus down, family, now you gotta understand how to create a fortress. What is a fortress, Jabbar? A fortress is a place or source of refuge or support. I repeat, a fortress is a place or source of refuge or support. Why would you need a fortress in your life at this point in the manhood mandate? Right? You started from your faith, your fitness, your finance, your focus, and now you're down in fortress. Why? Because by this time you should have accumulated some success. You should have accumulated some progress. You should have accumulated some momentum. You should have accumulated some advancements, right? You should have more people in your life by now, right? You should have more than what you started with and what you first begun, just having that mustard seed of faith and putting your plan in action, right? When you went to the Lord and you asked him and you said, look, what am I supposed to manage, Lord? What am I the manager of? You went in faith, Lord, what am I the manager of? I know I'm not down here just to be down here. What am I the manager of? He's going to tell you. He's going to tell you. And you keep asking him every day until he tell you. He's going to tell you. Don't listen to nobody else. You listen to what your answers that you get back from the prayer. Yeah, and when he tell you, man, you got to be physically fit and in good health, mentally fit, emotionally fit, psychologically fit. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. You got to be fit in order to carry out the instructions of the faith. And you're going to need finances to do it. Hello. See, so now you realize you ain't just working just to be working. You ain't just getting overtime for a new car, for a new house, and for a new wardrobe. Nah, this is part of your management duty. Now you got to stay focused because you've accumulated some things now. And once you've accumulated those things, now you got to establish a fortress. It says in Psalms 91, chapter 1 and chapter 91, verses 1 through 2. It says, whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge, my fortress, my God in whom I trust. I will say of the Lord, He is mine, meaning it belongs to me. He belongs to me. The part of Him that I have belongs to me. He's my refuge, my fortress, my God in whom I trust. How do you get to that point without first starting in faith? You don't. The faith is what you all the way down to accumulating all of these things now. And now that you have these things, you have to establish a fortress around yourself so that you don't lose these things and you allow them to be stolen from you. And it becomes to steal, kill, and destroy. It comes to steal your focus first. Hello, we did all this in order for a reason, family. You steal your focus first. Yeah, see, if you ain't focused on faith, you don't even know how to use it. Faith without works, right? If you're not focused on faith, you're not working the faith, so you ain't using it, it's dead. All right. You got to establish a fortress around yourself at this point. What are you establishing a fortress around? You got to get your routine down. See, your systems and your routine and your habits are what's going to allow you to have success in your managerial duties. Man is the manager. This is Manhood Mandate. All 2025, we're getting back to business. We're getting busy with it. Our women are working too hard. Children, the youngsters basically raising themselves. Listen to me. All these youngsters that you see out here committing crime, breaking the law, looking homeless, looking dusty, that's by design. Idle mind is a devil workshop. Idle time is going to be wasted even more and used for nefarious means. You got to start, as men, setting a better example of what manhood is so that your example can now inspire others to want to emulate that. See, your example ain't just for you. See, you thinking, man, why I got to do all this? It's not you got to do all this for you. You doing all of this so that others can be inspired to know what to do. Hello, you the manager. You the manager of manhood. You the manager of manly duties. You the manager of manly perspective and outcome. There shouldn't be no women online talking about men and manhood. They don't know. It's us. It's you and I who have that responsibility. And our duties are to teach them. Hello. Once you have these things, oh, hold on, fam. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Yeah. I had to plug that thing up. Oh man. I gotta get my other charger, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Yeah. Hold on. Goodness. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I gotta plug this one up, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I don't keep this junk from going dead on. Don't need that. Oh boy. Yeah. That was a lie. All right. You back, fam. Hey, look. Man, the devil always working, man. All right, so look, y'all. You got a fortress established, right? All right, boom. Moving on to the fifth one. I mean, the sixth one on our list, y'all. Let me see. All right, boom. The sixth on our list. Okay. All right. What about the future, Jabbar? And listen, everything you're doing today is not going to start to pay off immediately today, right? You have to already have a level of hope and expectation for the future result, for the future benefit, because that keeps you motivated about putting forth your best effort, right? And listen, When you talk about future, the definition of future is a prospective or expected condition, especially one considered with regard to growth, advancement, or development, right? Jeremiah chapter 29, verses 11 through 14 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord," not me. The Lord says, "For I know the plans I have for you," which means we already got your life planned out in order. We have to remain in management. We have to remain in management as men because that's our native duty. If we remain in management, the plan that he has for us is going to work out, right? It says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." And it also says, "Then you will call on me and I come." Then you will call on me and come and pray to me and I will listen to you. You will seek me and find me. If you seek me with all your heart, I will be found by you. See, that's the additional verses that most people don't read. Okay, that's Jeremiah 29 and 11 through 14. 29 and 11 states, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." That's 29 and 11. Right, when you go on 12, 13, 14, then you will call on me and come and pray to me and I will listen to you. How awesome is that for the Lord to tell you, when you get to that point, you're going to call on me and you're going to pray to me and I'm going to listen to you. Then you will seek me and then you will seek me with all your heart and then I will be found by you. So when you get to that point and then you pray to the Lord and you call on him and then he listens to you, now you're seeking the Lord with all your heart and he's going to allow you to find him. So if you find the Lord, how can you get lost at that point? Hello, if you find the Lord, that means that now he's going to instruct you clearly and concisely as to what you're supposed to manage and what your territory will be. At that point, now you understand how to better utilize what you've been praying for because you have a closer relationship and a closer understanding as to what your responsibilities are. Look, man, we got to get focused, right? We got to get focused on the future. You see how we did that? We got to get focused on the future. See, everything you're doing today is not supposed to benefit you today. Why? Because you have to create new habits. The habit is what gives you the lifestyle, right? Not that one thing. No, it's the habit. It's your habitual behavior that creates your lifestyle that allows you to have a life. If you're 40, 50, 60, 70 years old, how many days over and over have you already lived? And you've done things habitually throughout those days that have gotten you the results that you are experiencing now from past actions that you now see your future self is, or your future self you're benefiting or not from the past activities. Right, so those past activities have future consequences. This is what we're talking about. Hello, see, being a manager allows you to see up the road in the future what type of results you're going to have from the level of execution that your management is producing. So look, family, with all that being said, we got to get moving fast. We got to get moving fast, right? And that's the last one on the Manhood Mandate, number 7, right? Right, we got to get moving fast, y'all. We got to stop doing everything slow. Right, we got to stop waiting to be waiting to get ready and then get ready to, I'm holding up, I'm staying out the way, I'm going to pull up. We all for that. Hello, we all for that, family. This is a clarion call to all men. This is a mandate and authoritative command to all men. Okay? We got to get aligned in management with these 7 steps in the Manhood Mandate. You got to move fast. What does it mean to move fast? Acting, moving, or capable of moving quickly. Swiftly, quick to understand or learn, mentally agile. You can't be mentally agile if you're not focused. You can't be mentally agile if you're not faith-driven, seeking those instructions from the Almighty. You and I, we need to get focused on moving fast along the lines of the previous 6 steps, because we don't know the day nor hour when the Lord is going to return. We don't know the day nor hour when we're going to be called home. We need to get prepared, man. And it's the man's job, the manager's job to now manage the home, to manage the community, to manage the city, to manage the state, to manage the country, to manage the world. See how we did that? So look, y'all, I hope this lesson blessed you guys. Right? All those who want to work with us over here at the Manhood Mental Agency, right? Make sure that you guys scan that QR code, get on the wait list. send us a DM. Let us know how we can help you. We're looking forward to hearing all of the successful stories, all of the results that you guys are getting from utilizing the information and the knowledge and the game and the insight that we put out here for the world. So we started this mission back in 2021, family. Would you believe that? I want to say it was around going on July 2021. So it's going on 4 years from the inception of the Manhood Mentor Agency. So where we are now, all we've ever talked about was male leadership and empowerment. Hello, right? We've been on our mission from day one. We want you guys to find your mission and to get on your mission as well. Right? We're excited to work with you. Let us know how we can help and continue to stay positive. Look, I'm the one that tell you get your mind right, then I tell you get your grind right, then I tell you that you will be shine right, because we all like to shine. And you eventually gonna end up in the limelight, but you must first accept the mandate of manhood and accept your responsibility as a man. To the next one. Hello.